There was once a little girl named Sara. She lived in a peaceful village with her loving mother and father. Every morning, they walked together through the village streets, laughing and enjoying life's simple blessings. Sara's parents were not rich, but their home was filled with love. To Sara, that was more valuable than anything else. But one day, everything changed. A tragic accident took away both of her parents. At only 10 years old, Sara felt as if her whole world had fallen apart. The house that was once full of laughter became silent. The little girl who used to smile every day now sat alone, wondering why such a painful thing had happened. Many nights, she cried herself to sleep. She felt forgotten. She felt abandoned. But what Sara did not know was that God was already preparing people to help her. An elderly woman from the village, known for her kindness, opened her heart and her home to Sara. She gave Sara a place to stay, warm meals, and most importantly, love. Although Sara still missed her parents every day, she slowly began to feel safe again. Each night before sleeping, Sara folded her hands and prayed. She did not ask God for riches. She did not ask God to remove every problem. She simply prayed for strength. "Dear God," she whispered, "please help me keep going." As the years passed, Sara worked hard in school. One teacher noticed something special about her. Even when life was difficult, Sara never stopped trying. She listened carefully in class. She completed every assignment. She studied whenever she could. The teacher encouraged her and helped her believe in herself. Sara learned an important lesson. Sometimes God's help comes through the kindness of people. One day, while eating lunch at school, Sara noticed another child sitting alone without food. Even though Sara had very little, she shared her meal. The other child smiled with gratitude. That small act of kindness touched many hearts. Soon, Sara's hard work began to show. She earned excellent grades and received an academic award. Then came an opportunity she never expected. A scholarship. It would help pay for her education and allow her to continue studying. Sara held the letter in her hands, and tears filled her eyes. She remembered all the nights she had prayed for strength. Step by step, God had been guiding her path. Years passed. Sara became a teenager and then a young woman. Life was still not easy. She studied during the day and worked part-time whenever she could. There were moments when she felt exhausted. Moments when she wanted to give up. But she kept moving forward. Eventually, Sara was accepted into college. The elderly woman who had cared for her felt as proud as a mother. Together, they celebrated this important milestone. After graduation, Sara began searching for a job. She sent applications everywhere. Days became weeks. Weeks became months. Sometimes she received no response. Other times she received rejection after rejection. Once again, doubt entered her heart. One evening, she sat alone and wondered if all her efforts had been wasted. Then she opened an old box of memories. Inside were photographs of her parents. Pictures of her teacher. Pictures of the elderly woman who had helped raise her. As she looked through them, she realized something. Throughout every difficult season of her life, someone had been there. A caring neighbor. A supportive teacher. A generous scholarship. A helping hand at the right moment. God had never abandoned her. He had been working quietly through people all along. The next morning, Sara received an unexpected phone call. She had been selected for a job interview. With courage and determination, she attended the interview. A few days later, another call arrived. This time, it brought wonderful news. She had been hired. Sara could hardly believe it. Tears of joy rolled down her face. Not because she had found a job. but because she finally understood how far she had come. Years later, Sara used her success to help others. She supported children who were struggling. She encouraged students who had lost hope. She shared kindness wherever she went. One day, she visited the elderly woman and the teacher who had changed her life. With gratitude in her heart, she thanked them. "Without your help, I would not be here today." They smiled and replied, "We only helped a little. You never gave up." As the sun set over the village, Sara looked at the sky and smiled. Life had not been perfect. It had not been easy. But through every storm, every tear, and every challenge, God had remained faithful. And Sara finally understood a truth that would stay with her forever. God may not always calm every storm immediately. Sometimes, He sends the right people, the right opportunities, and the right strength at exactly the right time. God never abandons those who trust Him.